I'll eat your face.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my top 20 favorite video games of 2011. This is going to be 10 to number 1. If you did not watch my 20 to 11 video, go watch that one before this one, because you should do that in numbered order, of course. 20 to 1, not 10 to 1 and then 20 to 11. That doesn't make any sense. Do that first. So anyway, well, further discussion, let's get into the number 10 favorite video game of mine. That makes sense, right? But whatever. Let's go on to number 10. Infamous 2. Now, I was not a big fan at all of the first one, and I still ain't. I just didn't really get into it. I thought the story, the voice acting, just wasn't good, and the gameplay got really frustrating. Here, they fixed so much. The story is much better. The characters are very, very memorable. Cole McGrath is a badass in this game. The gameplay is a lot of fun. A lot of gameplay here. The graphics are fantastic. The story is just really, really outstanding in this game. It actually made it into my top 5 favorite stories of 2011. It really is just a very memorable and very fun game. There is some frustrating parts here and there, but really it's just because I suck at the game, so I just kept dying. So anyway, yeah, it's a great game. The powers are a lot of fun to use. The story is fantastic. The voice acting is much better in this one. It is a fantastic superhero game. L.A. Noire. Man, see? This game is great because the facial animations are so good. You look at them and you go, that's real people, not fake. Extra, extra. Read all about it. L.A. Noire has best facial animations in a video game of all time because they're real people. Ha ha ha. So anyway, yeah, L.A. Noire was a really great looking game because of the facial animations. They were, well, you can't really call them facial animations, you just call them faces because that's exactly what they were. They were just the actors' faces. The investigations in L.A. Noire were a lot of fun also. If you know me, then you know I love Phoenix Wright and investigating stuff and finding out who's the murderer. That's just a lot of fun. The investigations were great. The interrogations were very, on your edge, oh god, this guy's so freaking the murderer, I'm gonna get him, and they're a lot of fun. The game itself is just well made as hell. I loved it. L.A. Noire is definitely on my top 10 because it's awesome. Saints Row the Third. I thought Bulletstorm at the beginning of 2011 was insane. This game was not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not even 5, but level 80 on the Insano-meter. This game reached level 80, and you don't want to get to level 80 because then you'll start questioning your own existence, and I did plenty of that when I was playing this game. This game is absolutely nuts. The enemies you fight make no sense. Things that happen in the game makes no sense. That dialogue makes no sense, but it's hilarious. The game just makes no sense, and I love it. The game is so much fun. Saints Row the Third, if I had to pick a game that was just the most fun of 2011 I had, it would definitely win. This game is awesome. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Graphics, check, amazing. Story, check, amazing. Gameplay, for the most part, check, amazing. Sound, voice acting, check, check, amazing, amazing. Uncharted 3 does what a lot of video games cannot do, and that is to stay fantastic, amazing throughout its third game. The first Uncharted, fantastic, great story, great gameplay, a lot of fun. 2, ups the ante, and 3 stays about the same level. Uncharted 3 is definitely a great game with some amazing, fun characters, a fantastic story, just a lot of great dialogue. Oscar, in my opinion, Oscar-winning, or whatever, Academy Video Game Awards winning voice acting. Uncharted 3 is just an awesome game. Now, do not hate me because it's only number 7. I went to a whole freaking event for this game, okay? So do not question my belief in Uncharted because it's only number 7. It is a fantastic game. Don't hate me, please. So anyway, there you go, Uncharted 3. Let's go on to number 6. Gears of War 3. Now, this game is a big surprise to be this high in the list because I'm not a huge Gears of War fan. I mean, I didn't really care for the first one. I really, really liked the second one. And I just loved this one. I mean, first of all, the single player campaign has a good cast of characters. They really grow on you from the first two games. The first two games, I didn't really care for the characters. In this one, they really do grow on you. The campaign itself is very long and it has a whole 4-player co-op mode, which is a lot of fun. You get a bunch of different modes for multiplayer, like Beast Mode, Horde Mode, Team Deathmatch, and many others. You just get a lot in this game, and all of which is a lot of fun. This game will last you a very long time, and it should because it is an awesome game. The gameplay is fresh and fun. The story is really good. The sound, the voice acting is great. The multiplayer is a lot of fun. It has dedicated servers so it doesn't drop you out every 10 minutes. It's great. I love Gears of War 3. Damn, good game. Good way to end off the series. Portal 2 is my number 5, and if you watch my Gore Awards for 2011, of course for video games, then you know I probably gave this game like the most awards that I gave throughout that whole thing. And it's kind of weird to see this only at number 5, and I'll tell you why. It's because it's short. It really is short. Even with the co-op campaign included, it is short. So I had to take that in consideration. But even with that in consideration, it is such an amazing game. The story is awesome in this game. It actually won Best Story for me for 2011. The gameplay is a lot of fun because the puzzles are so challenging and so unique. The cast of characters, probably some of the best cast of characters of any video game. Cave Johnson, Wheatley, which won my Best New Character of 2011. Of course, GLaDOS, even Chell, who doesn't talk at all. You care for that girl, you do. And it's just such an amazing game. Portal 2, oh god, it's probably the shortest game I have on my top 10, but it's still number 5, and I love it. Portal 2, great game. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which, in my honest opinion, is so close from beating Ocarina of Time. It really is for best Legend of Zelda game I've ever played. The motion controls are the big thing in this game that people don't like, and I love the motion controls in this game. I'm going to say right there, they're so precise to me, so fluid and so great. I never really had a hard time with it, and I played over 50 hours of this game. This game, oh, the gameplay itself, it's classic Legend of Zelda, 3D Legend of Zelda, of course. It's great. It has a great sense of adventure, a great cast of characters, great story, a lot of really cool puzzles and action in the game, great bosses. It's just a fantastic game. I never had a chance to review this game, but I would definitely... it's like an inch away from a perfect 10 out of 10. Skyward Sword is absolutely fantastic. I love this game. It is a Pixar movie in video game form. There you go. That's what I'm going to say right there. So anyway, Skyward Sword, fantastic. Number 4. Deus Ex Human Revolution, which was probably my most anticipated game of 2011 back when 2011 just started, because I couldn't wait for this game. I loved the original game, didn't really care for the second one, Invisible War, but I love the original, so I couldn't wait for this. The trailers looked absolutely amazing, some of the best trailers I've seen for a video game. I couldn't wait, and it really did live up to it. In my opinion, this game is still a 10 out of 10. The open-ended gameplay, the environment, the story, the cast of characters, the gameplay itself, it's just so much fun just to do whatever you want. The boss fights sure aren't that great, and the endings do kind of stink, but everything else was so amazing and so much fun that it really just made up for everything else. I love Deus Ex Human Revolution. I think it is definitely in my top 3 favorite video games of 2011, and guess what? We're in the top 2 video games of 2011 now. Let me just say, this year has been so freaking amazing for video games. I mean, we had plenty, and I mean plenty of sequels. I mean, the whole year was dominated by them, besides maybe a few new IPs like Rage and Ghost Trick and Dead Island, Bulletstorm, and L.A. Noire. But pretty much everything else was sequels like Crysis 2, Dragon Age 2, Dead Space 2, Mortal Kombat, Infamous 2, Saints Row, Uncharted 3, Gears of War 3, Portal 2, a new Legend of Zelda game, Deus Ex, just so many amazing games that were in fact sequels. But now we come to the last 2 video games in my top 20 best video games of 2011, and those 2 are Batman Arkham City and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. But which one is going to take my number one? Well, Skyrim is a huge game with so much to do. Hours upon hours of content, visceral combat, so much stuff to do, a great cast of characters to talk to, just so much fun. And of course, you could kill dragons. Skyrim has already taken so many people's lives, but we also have Batman Arkham City, which has probably the best combat system of any game of all time. And also, let's not forget about the stealth and Batman himself. Batman is just an awesome video game character, and this game is easily the best, and I will say this, the best licensed video game of all time. So, which one is the winner? Which one is my favorite video game of 2011? Well, my pick is... Batman Arkham City is the best game of 2011, in my opinion. It's friggin' awesome, breaking people's minds. The combat's great, the stealth is awesome. I love playing Batman. The gadgets are great, the story's fantastic, the environment's so good. I love this game. I love this game. Alright, enough of that. Batman Arkham City is my 2011 best video game, and I'm feeling deja vu because Batman Arkham Asylum was my favorite game of 2009. So again, Rocksteady, you have knocked it out of the park. Batman Arkham City, in my opinion, is the best game of 2011. I know everybody's, it's Skyrim, but that game's so awesome. Batman left me, when I was done with the story, left me just like, oh my god. This game was so amazing, and I still haven't completed every single thing in it. I want to go back and play more, but there's so many other games to play that came out this year, 2012, that I need to play those, but I want to play Batman. I love this game so much. Batman Arkham City is definitely my number one favorite video game of 2011. Don't get me wrong, Skyrim is a fantastic, amazing game that I love with all my heart, but Batman is my favorite video game of 2011. I love it. Batman is 2011. Batman is 2011, and I can't wait for The Dark Knight Rises. Let me just say that. Oh my god, Batman is doing very good in video games and movies. I can't wait. So Batman, there you go. Arkham City is my 2011 favorite video game. I know some people are going to hate that. I know people are going to dislike video and blah blah blah. You're an idiot, Gore. But anyway, that was my choices. I hope you enjoyed them. 2012 is looking just as good as a year as 2011 was, if that even makes any sense. Whatever. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.